The price of Bitcoin has a very high probability in bottoming out in this range. Of course, the lows could be tested again. I'll be breaking down why the probabilities are very, very high for the price to really bottom out and not break down successfully below $90,000 in the next coming days. And we are looking for a significant recovery. Of course, the question will be, will that recovery be corrective or will it be impulsive so we can go to higher levels in a new uptrend? We'll be discussing this throughout the next coming days, but for the moment today, I want to explain how there is a very, very good chance that the price starts bottoming out here in this region and not break down successfully. First of all, the fear and greed index, we do have it at 10 throughout the weekend. Last time we were at 10, it was back in February of this year. That was exactly right over here in this zone where the price did manage to test the low a couple of times before a significant recovery. We haven't been at the 10 levels on the fear and greed index very much in the past, and every time we've been in this zone below 20, we got a significant recovery. You can actually go and check yourself here. Every time that we've been below 20, that yes, you do test the lows a few times potentially, but you don't break down successfully, meaning that you're looking for those double, triple bottoms. This is why I do think, based on the analysis, that searching for double bottoms in this region is a very good strategy, considering that the fear and greed index is at max pain. Also considering that most of the liquidity to the downside here locally has been swept and we are building lots of short liquidations to the upside, which is also a very, very good sign that we do get that momentum to the upside in the next coming weeks. Remember, guys, that you get an exclusive bonus on BTCC up to $10,000 in rewards that you will be getting airdropped the more you trade. Now, on Bluffin, there's 15% cashback up to $3,000, guys. The bonus has changed. 15% cashback up to $3,000. Take advantage. You can trade here multiple cryptos and you do need only an email and a password. So let's break down here a little bit the highest probability patterns and scenarios. It is true that we are trading below the point of control. Okay, however, this is not an issue, closing a daily, even a weekly, but overall not breaking down successfully after hitting that big major high volume node is the important thing. If you do get below it, however, you don't get continuation to the downside in a big breakdown, is actually a very, very good sign. The 50 weekly moving average thing, this is very much a classic trap zone here where people are going to start throwing the towel and saying, that we are going to break down to much lower levels. This is the moment to start thinking of reversal signs. And there are very much reversal signs. First of all, the fear and greed index, but of course we can't trade based on that only. We look at the lower time frame and consider the patterns that we are forming. Now, as mentioned throughout the last few days, the highest probability pattern that we formed here since all-time high rejection is a contracting diagonal. This one has the highest probability for the moment till proven otherwise. Now, there is still a little bit of room that we'll be breaking down on the lower time frame that we could test the lows a few more times, because there is another contracting diagonal here where this move to the downside since the highs of November is an impulsive move. Now, a ending contracting diagonal needs to be developed by three waves up, 3 waves down, right? Completed with 3 waves. The wave to the downside that we've had, okay, in the last couple of weeks looks a little bit more explosive, right? In the last 4 days, 4 or 5 days, looks a little bit more motive, which gives us a possibility of getting a dead cat bounce scenario, maybe getting to 100K region, and then roll over to test the lows again. And overall, this would be the best double bottom to speculate on to get that big recovery throughout the next coming weeks. Now, maybe this doesn't happen. Maybe the price, it does have a chance of bottoming out. Maybe the contracting diagonal has finished here. The thing is, how many times can we test the lows, right? How many times could you test the lows? Because overall, the invalidation of this highest probability pattern that is on the formation, purely based on the waves, I will explain why the bearish scenario has low probability, is exactly just slightly below $90,000. That's the invalidation. You are not allowed to have your wave 5 being longer than your wave 3. And for the moment, this is the pattern that has high probability. So I am really looking at there is a good chance that the price does not hit 90K. Okay, yes, we can test the lows below 94, maybe even get to 92, really stretching it here. However, there is a very, very good chance of getting the reversal bounce of several $1,000s. It could be 5, it could be 10, it could be the low, and we're really getting into a new uptrend. Reason being that this has the highest probability pattern. When we do take a look at the most bearish case scenario, of course, you do have the potential impulsive move down from all-time high and then the bounce. That's pretty clear. Now, overall, the next waves is what looks interesting. If you are considering a multiple 1-2 here, then your second 1 and 2 is the largest one, okay, compared to your first 1 and 2 in time and in price action, which is very uncommon. It doesn't mean it's impossible, of course. What you want to see here on the third wave formation is a very, very solid breakdown. So this is going to be very, very challenging because you might get a little bit more of a relief rally throughout the next coming days. And you could be forming another 1 and 2 here before you get the breakdown. It's still lower probability because your second 1 and 2 is longer than the first 1 and 2. Something to always take into consideration when we are analyzing the probabilities. So we're not leaning on this scenario at the moment, okay? For the moment, that there is a good chance that we do get that bounce because this has lower probability. And for the moment, the highest probability scenario is that contracting diagonal, either this one or you get a dead cat bounce of a couple of $1,000s, a few $1,000s to the upside, form another lower high and then test the lows here at 94, even $92,000 before getting that reversal. Now, we have seen in the past, every time we hit 10 on the fear and greed index, right? Yes, you can test the lows, right? That's very, very common, activity because there is going to be longs, people long in here with interest, and we are already creating that liquidity to the downside. People are going to be long in here in this zone, and that's what you do. You do create. If we do buy the dip at extreme fear, and we're looking for the reversal, we're not breaking down successfully from that point of control of 24.25. I'm going to long, right? I'm going to long. Just be aware that testing the lows is very, very common based on, there's a lot of people that are going to speculate on the reversal here. That's no doubt about it. There's going to be lots of stops below 94K. So just be aware that the double bottom would be the best strategy here eventually. And if you are getting into a long position here, you just need to manage risk and be aware that that could happen. Breaking down the different scenarios, there is this one right over here, which I think, this is not likely going to happen. Your contracting diagonal is finished, and there is a way of counting a double zigzag here. The price is slowing down, so that's already good signs. When you get the biggest move here with the highest amount of volume, you're either labeling this as the potential end of a wave in a 3-wave structure, or part of a 3rd wave structure, and you still have 4 and 5 to get developed. This was mentioned here on the live stream, okay? So this one right over here, there is a way of counting this as zigzag down in W. You got your corrective structure in your wave X, and there is a way to fit here, move down, little bounce right there, and then another move down here. A, B, C to finish your double zigzag. Funny enough, we are hitting, the double zigzag target area, right? 1236 Fibonacci, okay? Not hitting the 1.618 is ideal for a double zigzag. That's coming down at $93,000. So we are at the double zigzag target zone, 1236 area, which is kind of forming this one bottom formation throughout the last few days. Reversal here, yes. However, there are some problems, of course. We'll be breaking that down on the lower time frame here. This is a possibility. I actually prefer another 4 in, another 5 here, because the highest amount of volume to the downside is right over here in this region, right? This movement down that we had since Thursday, higher volume, big movement down, multiple 1-2s. Okay, there is a way of fitting a little 4 and 5 that we had here throughout Friday, movement down on Saturday. Yes, I could fit in the 4-5 here and then the larger 4 and 5. One more left to get developed, claim the lows, and obviously look for that reversal sign. There is a possibility. Double bottoms are good. There is obviously the chance of the low being in here with that double zigzag. And then there's the other one here that also the impulsive move has finished. There is a way of fitting here a 4-5 already finished, okay? Because you have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then this bounce that we had on Friday, 4 and 5 again, the lows. So there is a chance that an impulsive move has finished in this price action right over here. And here you have your 1, 2, your 3, and your 4 and 5. 4 and 5 are a little bit small in time, but it's structure. So the structure is there, the waves, it is a valid count. So that would mean that the low would be in also. So on an impulse, the low could be in as well. Or you form one more 4 and 5. You also have the double zigzag, which is hitting target zone. That would be ideal for this contracting diagonal to be finished. Whatever scenario is happening, you can see all of the scenarios point out that we are looking for a reversal bounce, okay? Claiming the low again or without claiming the low again, we are looking for a significant reversal bounce, all right, of several $1,000s, and that's what we need to follow through in the next coming days. So overall, just be aware that testing the lows one more time is very much possible based on the multiple 1-2 setup. Analyzing that, you know, there could be a scenario where this is your wave 3 and you still have another 4 and 5. And but you can see that most of the scenarios are looking for the price to get that bounce. The probabilities in forming a breakdown here, well, it will just be water falling, okay, throughout the next coming days, entering into Monday, just getting that waterfall here. And we would have to really, just consider that the bearish case scenario is literally on the formation here, the most bearish one, which is the big 1-2, small little 1-2s here before just continuing the collapse, okay? Wave 3 still not in. Wave 3 still in the middle stages. However, we just got to move down, and the risks are that maybe volume starts kicking in and we do capitulate entering into Monday, right? It just capitulates down. We got a move down of $10,000 and it just really nukes down, okay? There's lower probability, okay? Considering Elliott wave theory, your second 1 and 2 is longer than your first 1 and 2. It's just something that you want to manage risk. You don't want to go too crazy here by, getting into longs. Just be aware that we're either looking for a double bottom or a possible recovery from here. For me, $90,000 would be the hard invalidation. I think $90,000 is not going to be hit. However, the lows can be tested here a couple of times as explained with the multiple 1-2 setups, okay? Fear and greed index at 10. We do not reach 10 levels many times, okay, throughout the last few years, right? We're looking at 7 years of history here and getting down to 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times in 7 years, okay? 8 times down here. Every time we do get local bottom formation, we can test the lows a couple of times, but you do not usually get big continuation to the downside. So something that you want to be aware, and that most of the liquidity has been swept to the downside, okay? Not much more has to be said, guys. I'm really seriously looking for a reversal bounce in the next coming days. We'll be analyzing, see if that bounce is going to be looking corrective or impulsive. Be aware that choppiness is still the name of the game here in this region. Just because we test the lows doesn't mean that, we are not going to bounce, okay? Just be aware of the situation. Thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you in the next one.